The high school fall sports season is now underway, and there have been some difficulties along the way as schools and teams continue to deal with the ongoing pandemic. Week one of the football season certainly much different than usual. Dave First and Brad Brown take a look at a trio of games around the area.
High school football returns to the usual bright sun and big shadows of week one, but it's anything but normal. A socially distanced crowd, most wearing masks at Plainfield, and it's bring your own water bottle night for the players, with the bottles also physically distanced.
And yes, media masked as well. Welcome to the temporary normal during this pandemic. Chain gang, yep, they've got the masks on too. It's all about being safe in the start of the 2020 high school football campaign.
Carmel coach John Hebert ready for his Hounds to defend their 6A title and getting a few lucky bounces on the way. Carmel quarterback Zachary Osborne hits Colton Parker over the middle, takes a pop, loses the ball, but still recovers. 2 plays later, it's Osborne with a run-pass option, keeps it. Ball comes out of the 2, but scooped up in the end zone by lineman Buckland Robbins. 7-0 Carmel. Second quarter, what could have been for the Quakers. Noah Hessong takes the punt at the 15, acts as though he called a fair catch. There was no whistle, so as Carmel lets up, Noah takes off. Then the whistle blows, and yes, Hessong went the distance. The Greyhound D holding firm. Jacob Smith comes flying in to sack Aiden Moyers. The yards were tough to come by after that. Osborne on the quick slant to Colton Parker. 14-yard score, 14-0 Carmel. Next drive, Osborne with a QB keep, just getting over the goal line. Reason to applaud for John Hebert. Carmel wins their opener 31-6. A big one next Friday when they host Cathedral. Dave First, WRTV Sports.
Opening night at Center Grove should have seen a huge crowd to cheer on the top-ranked Trojans, but ticket sales were kept to only about 1,000. Masks all around, from cheerleaders to officials, players, and coaches all along the sideline. The CG student section, usually several hundred deep, just a few rows on this night. Even the Trojans marching band doing their proper distancing in the south end zone. But once the football began, CG showed why they are also ranked number 2 in the Midwest region by USA Today. The first big play came from special teams. Junior Caden Curry blocks the first punt of the night, scoop and score the first 6 points on the board, just like that. CG running back Carson Steele is now in his senior season, and he put up a pair of touchdowns in the opening quarter, including his very first touch of the night, a quick 21-0 start for Center Grove. The defense continued to do its part. Matt Soderdahl coming up with a second quarter interception. That would lead to the Trojans' first scoring pass of the game. Tavon Jackson to the big tight end Garrett Keith. Center Grove rolling past Decatur Central by a 56-14 score. Connor Delp added 3 touchdowns for CG. A similar setting at Ben Davis. This is what a sold-out game looks like in week one. Less than 1,000 tickets sold for this one, a top 5 showdown against Brownsburg. The visiting Bulldogs dominated, jumping out to a 14-0 lead, then 31-0 at halftime. Caleb Marcus added to that tally with a third quarter touchdown run as Brownsburg gets it done with a 38-7 final, and that puts a cap on week number 1 of high school football. Brad Brown, WRTV Sports.